Hello, this is Dakota Jones, and welcome to today's report on Our Universe 02 for Science. Today we'll be talking about the aircraft Freedom 7 and its pilot dates and all the other requirements I had to do for this assignment. So the intro, the mission's name, the Freedom 7 or Mercury 3. The pilot's name, who piloted the Freedom 7, was Alan Shepard. The day it launched was May 5th, 1961. It launched from Cape Canaveral, Florida. It was the flight was it was a 15-minute suborbital flight. The objective for the mission was to see man's efficiency in a space environment, and what effects it had on him, especially during entry and re-entry. This is where I was supposed to show images. So image 1, Alan sitting in pilot chair, and it was a photo taken before the door closed. So it was close to about where he was about to take off. Image 2, the space shuttle is taking off towards space. Image 3, Alan is completing his mission, being recovered. They found out, the scientists, during the data they recovered from the flight was that they found out that man was able to withstand the G-force of entry and re-entry. Alan said himself that the G-force was painful, but it felt terrific. While he was in orbit, he observed Earth to an extent. Now, what I've learned through my research was that there was no pilot window, so you couldn't see out into space. He had two little portholes that he could barely see out of, that were near his elbows, and he could barely see out of them. So he had a periscope to try to look out and see, but he forgot to take off one of the lenses, which was a kind of grayish lens to make everything gray. And so he was looking out, and he said he couldn't see anything out of the periscope. He brought it back, tried to unhook it, but his elbows were trying to get the lens screwed off. He was trying to, and so his elbows were getting close to an abort button that was near there. And so every time you get really close, and he just said, "Okay, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna leave it. That way the mission doesn't become a complete failure." And so he continued to somewhat see out of what he could. He also tested the attitude control system. The attitude control system is the system that way you don't spin all around in space. The shuttle stays level and it doesn't spin all around in space. Alan also turned the capsule around to face the heat from the atmosphere during re-entry. So he had to manually point it into a correct turn, that way he wouldn't be burned up during re-entry. He also tested the retro rockets, which help with landing. The data affected the scientists by expanding their horizons. It also put the U.S. in the race to the moon. In conclusion, it impacted society by broadening our minds to where we could go in space. Everyone from the president down to children were excited about space. Thank you. This has been my report.